welcome back to my channel. I hope that you're having a lovely week so far. I don't know if you can hear in my voice, but I am a little bit bunged up right now. I've got a little bit of a cold, but I'm feeling okay, just a bit bunged up. So, welcome to my July Reads video. I usually film all of my videos with headphones in. I find it just helps me to hear how things sound better, like where I'm positioning them with the mic, but for some reason my headphones seem to be causing like interference with my mic. So if anyone has used a Blue Yeti before or has any ideas why that might be, can you please let me know? Maybe I just need to get some new headphones, but seems weird that I haven't had them that long. But anyway, my July reads are a lot smaller than usual. This month has been a really busy month for me. It's been busy with work and it's been busy socially. So I haven't read as many books, and that combined with the fact that some of the books were quite long as well means that I have only read 3 books this month. But I have scored them a 7, an 8 and a 9. So it's quite a high scoring month this month. But yeah, it's probably going to be a little bit of a shorter video, just a little. But the books are good quality, so I hope that you enjoy. The first book is The 10th Circle by Jodi Picoult. In this book, Daniel Stoner thought it would never happen to him. How could it? When Trixie's face lit up every time she saw him. When for her whole life he'd been the centre of her world. But recently, it seems without him noticing it, his daughter is gone, and in her place is a stranger. Until the night 14-year-old Trixie comes home from a party claiming she was raped, and suddenly she needs him more than ever, because the whole school knew that Jason Underhill broke Trixie's heart. But that doesn't make him a rapist, does it? For Daniel, there is no doubt, his daughter is innocent. He has failed to protect her once. Now he will do anything to save her. I rated this one an 8 out of 10. I really loved this book. It took me a while to read, but like I just said, I think that's down to me being busy as well as it just being a bit more of a meaty book. Jodi's writing style is something that I just click with right away. The way it flows, I just really enjoy. It's really natural for me. Like when I read it in my head, I can hear like a really clear voice, so that's really nice. I really loved the story. insight into Alaskan culture that runs through the story, which I found really interesting and I thought was really cleverly woven into the story. The only criticism is there might be a few too many storylines, so that each one doesn't quite get like justice. I think Laura, the mum story, could have been way more fleshed out, and there's things going on with her that are never really fully explored. Someone's talking really loudly outside. Maybe we'll wait for them to carry on talking. Okay, they're gone. My only other criticism is the ending felt quite abrupt. But other than that, I really, really recommend this book. Obviously, research what it's about. It's quite a triggering topic, so that's not for everyone. But I think it's handled really well, and yeah, I gave it an 8 out of 10. Next, we've got Famous Last Words by Gillian McAllister. It's Camilla's first day back at work and her daughter's first day at nursery, but husband Luke is absent. All he's left is a note, unfinished. Then the police arrive. Luke is caught up in an unfolding hostage situation. Only he's not a hostage. Her husband, doting father, successful writer and eternal optimist, is the gunman. Who is the man she married? One way or another, Camilla must discover the truth before it's too late. This one I also gave an 8 out of 10. It has a really intriguing start, as you can tell by the blurb. It's a very interesting topic. The storyline is really good and the characters are really interesting. It's not a fast-moving thriller, I wouldn't say, but it gives you just enough information that you're hooked and interested, which I actually think is quite a difficult skill to do as an author. I did think that the first big reveal was pretty clunky and expositional. I think the way it's revealed is a little bit ridiculous. So I found that quite frustrating because it didn't really fit with how I was finding the rest of the book, which the rest of the book I thought was quite cleverly crafted, so that one moment frustrated me a bit. There's a great twist in it that I did not see coming at all. There was, like, with a lot of twists, you know, it builds, and you feel it coming, and then the twist is revealed. But with this, it came so completely out of the blue with no build-up that it actually really surprised me, which I haven't had in quite a while. So I really enjoyed that. I did feel like it peaked a little bit early, and that the wrap-up at the end didn't really have any new information. It was kind of just going over what we already knew. But on the whole, I really enjoyed it. It's a great little thriller mystery. I thought I liked the idea of Luke, the husband, being the bad guy. I thought, yeah, it was just an interesting take on like a hostage situation. So I would definitely recommend that one. I gave that one an 8 out of 10. Next up, my favourite book of the month, My Friends by Frederick most famous paintings in the world. 3 tiny figures sit at the end of a pier. Most people don't even notice them. Most people think it's just a depiction of the sea. But Louisa, an aspiring artist herself, knows otherwise. 25 years earlier, in a distant seaside town, a group of teenagers seek refuge from their bruising home lives by spending long summer days together. They tell jokes, they share secrets, and they commit small acts of rebellion. These lost souls find in each other a reason to get up each morning, a reason to dream, a reason to love. Out of that summer emerges a transcendent work of art, a painting that will unexpectedly be placed into 18-year-old Louisa's care. Determined to learn how it came to be and to decide what to do with it, Louisa embarks on a cross-country journey. But the closer she gets to the painting's birthplace, the more nervous she becomes. In this stunning testament to the transformative, timeless power of friendship and art, Louisa is proof that happy endings don't always take the form that we expect. so strongly and made me so totally understand what was trying to be said. They really resonated with me, and yeah, I think it maybe will be a love-hate kind of thing, but on the whole this book has really amazing reviews and I absolutely loved it. So this one is getting a 9 out of 10 from me. It's such an unusual book, I think it's going to be really hard to follow. And as I didn't have that many books this month, and I've just realised I've got it literally in front of me, I'll give you a sneak peek of what book I'm reading next. This is Everything I Know About Love by Dolly Alderton. And I watched the TV series of this, which I adored. So I'm hoping I'll enjoy the book just as much. Okay, that is everything for this month's reading wrap up. Sorry that it was a bit shorter, but I feel like it's probably for the best. I feel like my nose is getting stuffier and stuffier. So probably best that I do leave it here. But thank you for watching. As always, if you have got any recommendations, please leave them below. And if you have any ideas on why my headphones might be making my microphone crackle, then please let me know in the comments as well. Okay, I hope you guys enjoy the rest of your week, and I will see you soon.